Corey had asked us, has anybody had a worse deadline so far than the Pittsburgh Penguins? So now that we've gotten to 3 o'clock, Sean, what's the answer? Has anybody had a worse deadline than Ron Hextall and the Pittsburgh Penguins?
No. They're at the bottom of the list. The ironic part, I think, about the stuff that they did today, which is adding Nick Bonino and moving out Brock McGinn's contract, for which they took Dmitry Kulikov, who's a spare part at this point. Those are reasonable, functional moves where they cleared cap space, right? Brock McGinn, signed by Ron Hextall, by the way, first free agency signing when he took over the job, was going to make $2.75 million a year for the next 2 years. Huge issue. A huge wrench in the works. Part of the cap problems that they've had over the last couple of weeks. So he's out. He's off the books. That's a good move. Nick Bonino, beloved teammate. Mike Sullivan loves him more than he's at the top of Mike Sullivan's pet list for sure. So like all these are all positive things, right? But it's all just nuked by the fact that their big $5 million ad was one of the worst defensive players in the league and a guy who doesn't really fix any issues and also makes that much money for the next 2 years. So yeah, Hextall's at the bottom of the list. Number 32 out of 32.
It seems like they did so well to move all that money off the books just to do all of that with it. Like they did the hardest part. Like somebody took Kasperi Kapanen. How many times did we talk about on our show, like the Penguins don't have assets that other teams want, and somehow they found a way to move money out. They found a way to open up space to just do this.
This frenzied couple days, right, where they waved Kapanen. Everybody rolled their eyes at that because it was like, who would want him? And that was mainly people who've watched him here over the last couple of years. You can't imagine, any other team taking a flyer on him. So it goes. Blues do. They bail out Hextall in that regard. So, good for him. But then after that, it turns into waving McGinn and waving Mark Friedman and trading Teddy Bluger out of nowhere a couple days ago to Vegas, which is when it seemed like they were in on Jacob Checker. And I think that's probably a fair set of dots to connect that they wanted to have at least the available space. The end result there again is, subtracting another piece from their bottom six. They lost 3 out of their 6 every day. Bottom 6 forwards in a matter of 24 hours. That is part of this crazy, cap clearing spree that they went on. And the end result is a team that I don't think is meaningfully better in any way at all.